Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name's James, and today we're doing another 3D printed kit. This time we're working on a Southern Railway Lord Nelson class, which I've pretty much got ready here to start working on. It uses a Graham Ferris 5MT chassis at the front here. I did remove the tender because we don't need that. And the tender is pretty much mostly its own thing. However, it does use some Engage Society bogies because it's basically might as well use pre-made parts. However, I did need some Engage Society bogie pivots, but I haven't got them, so for now I had to make my own little pivots there. And yeah, that's most of it done. I do need to make little holders for the wheels, but I'll put that over there for now. But let's concentrate on the actual loco for the moment. This is actually, there we go, just about fits. But yeah, this is actually my largest steam engine kit, which I'll be making. And also, it's my very first 7460 kit as well, so I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. And as always, I'm being beat. Let's climb that up, there we go. But yeah, as you can see, I've also got some smoke deflectors. These are quite flimsy, so I may or may not offer them on the final build, but for now I have got them. And for the most part, it does fit on quite nicely, but you do need to do some work. First of all, we need to get rid of these little things here, so let me just get rid of that one. I'll tidy that up in a minute. There you go, there's one. And there's the other one. We'll need to cut off two little bits down here, which I won't do with this because that's not the right tool. Attach these wires somewhere because usually these wires will go into tender and then connect the tender that way, and then the tender will connect back to the loco, but we're not doing that. And one other thing which I need to do is see if we need to remove these little bits here. Just get something to point with. Yeah, these, I'm not too sure if they're quite in the way. If they are, I will need to trim them down a little bit on both sides. But if not, we can leave them as is. But that is pretty much most of the work. Otherwise, oh wait, one other thing. We do need to put a tender to loco connection, which I'm just going to be using a standard pair of NEM couplings because these do come with little places where you put the couplings on. So I'm just going to use a little NEM pocket glued on there to connect to the tender. I will think of something a bit more standard. Well, actually, it is a fairly standardized, but a bit more better than that. But for now, that's probably going to be the best way to connect the tender to the loco. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the work really. And also we need to paint this. I'm going to be doing it in BR green because this is a later version of the Lord Nelson class. Paint it green, paint the certain bits black, add all the transfers, and I think that'll probably be it really. Yeah. Not too much work. Most of the work for the chassis is just, well, we've done that bit there. Need to remove these little bits here where the tender, not the tender, that's where the screw gets put through. So move that because we don't need that. See if we need to remove this, then work out how to attach these wires to here. And yeah, that's pretty much work done with the chassis. So I'll pop you there. And like I said, and then the rest of it is just working on the painting and also fabricating something to keep the wheels from falling off. Like I said, I will get around to adding the an adapter for the Engage Society bogie pivots, but I don't have them because they're very difficult to get get your hands on any at the moment. So I don't know the size, so at the moment I'm just using this. But in time I will get around to making it so they can just use the Engage Society pivots. So, and I'll be using that with my what was it, coaters as well, because might as well use pre-made things. Anyway, I'm going to get around to giving this a base coat of grey, then painting to green, and while that dries and all that lot, I'll get around to working on doing the work on the chassis. So I'll see you in a bit. Also, I'll tell you a bit more about the prototype as well. So I'll see you in a bit. The Southern Railway Lord Nelson class is a type of 4-cylinder 460 steam locomotive designed for the Southern Railway by Richard Maunsell in 1926. They were intended for continental boat trains between London, Victoria and Dover Harbour, but were also later used for express passenger work to the southwest of England. 16 of them were constructed, representing the most powerful, although not the most successful, Southern 460 design. They were all named after famous admirals. A prototype named Lord Nelson was ordered from Eastleigh Railway Works in June 1925, but production proceeded slowly at Maunsell's insistence to ensure that the weight was kept at a minimum at every stage, so the locomotive did not appear until August 1926. It was tested on a variety of duties over the next year, with sufficiently encouraging results for an initial order of 10 more locomotives for delivery between May 1928 and April 1929 to be placed. For a period after its introduction to the Southern Railway network, the Lord Nelson class held the title of the most powerful locomotive in Britain, a claim based on its tractive effort. The advanced design of the locomotive led to the GWR introducing the King class in order to regain the title lost by their Castle class locomotives when the Lord Nelsons were constructed. The class were gradually superseded on the top link expresses during the 1940s by the growing numbers of the Bully Pacifics, although throughout the 1950s they were frequently called upon during peak periods or to deputise for failures. In the late 1950s and their subsequent increased reliability rendered the Lord Nelson surplus to operational requirements, and they were gradually phased out of service. The entire class was withdrawn during 1961 and 1962, with only the first, Lord Nelson itself, surviving into preservation. Right, here we are, the more or less finished Lord Nelson on my layout. That's looking quite nice. Though I did end up getting, well, basically I did the handrails after painting, so yeah. Still, it looks nice and I'm quite pleased with it. One thing which I'm still having problems with is trying to get it a bit lower on the chassis, but yeah, it's nearly there. It's only about 2mm too high, but yeah, it looks quite nice. Also do need to add the nameplate, but I know which one it is. It's Lord Hawk, which I've made. Now, I would test out how well it runs, however, the motor's dead. So, yes, I need to buy a replacement motor. Again, the issues with buying second hand, and I've also noticed the valve gears damaged. Not what I've done, it was missing a few bits, so it's nearly done. So for now, I've left the tender off, but that's actually quite nice. I'm quite happy with that. And I've left the wiring undone because, as I said, I've tried testing the motor and it really does not want to move at all. So yeah, I've had to leave it like that for now. But it is nearly done. Just need to replace the motor and the valve gear, and then wire it all up together, and it will be working. So yes, it's nearly there. And for these connection wires, I have thought about connecting them to, it's not quite the bearings, but it's the things that hold the bearings, as it's the only place where I've found you can solder them to, because I've tried soldering them to the chassis body, but well, the actual main parts of the chassis, but it doesn't quite like taken to that. So yeah, thinking the it's not the bearing block. There may be bearing blocks, but yeah, there's these little brass blocks which help hold the bearings, and yeah, they'll be electrically conductive, so that'd be probably a better place to solder. Oh well. So for now, it looks good, but unfortunately, it doesn't quite run yet because the like I said, the motor's dead. I'm sure I tested it, but yes, sadly, no. But it is nearly there. I want to say it's 90% there, so I just need to order two new parts, solder bits together, add the coupling down the bottom there to connect the tender, and it's done. Let's see, one thing was for the actual print itself. Let me just zoom in there. The smoke deflectors are always a bit iffy. I do have to sandwich them between some cardboard formers just to help prevent them from warping. So it looks mostly alright to me. But if you're not too keen on 3D printed smoke deflectors, that's fine. That's why I made two versions of the loco body itself. So if you want to make your own smoke deflectors or just buy some, buy the version without these. But for those who are wanting 3D printed smoke deflectors, I will be trying to make them as straight and unwarped as possible. But just letting you know on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I do aim to get this working, and yeah, it should be soon, hopefully. Then I need to find a decoder. So yeah, it is nearly done. Just a shame it's not running at the moment, but I just want to pop it away for now so I can work on other projects, and then when I've got the money, I'll buy the bits I need, and then finally get it running, and then you can see another Southern 460 running on my layout, because my S15's a bit it's getting past its prime. So yeah, it'd be nice to have this one as well. Oh well, that's gonna be it for me for now, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So do let me know what you think. Do you like how well it's come out? I know it doesn't run, but does it look nice? If you did like the video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, feel free to, well, hope you enjoyed it anyway. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. So I'll see you all again next time now. So yeah, take care now. Bye-bye.